What's going on, fellas?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know. It's been about a minute, hasn't it?
Half a minute.
Half a minute. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll go with half a minute.
Half a minute.
There you go. So what have you been up to, brother?
Well, living the dream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's so general.
I know. Well, nightmares and dreams too.
The American dream.
No, it's been great. It's been, things are just rocking and rolling. We have a lot of stuff happening with Warrior Companion. I mean, more than almost I can handle, but it's getting good.
Yeah?
Real good. Yeah, the wine's finally got the label that we've been waiting for 9 months for.
Yeah.
The feds finally gave us the, the peace sign or whether I had to give you the heads up that we're good.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully the wine will be out on the shelves here by Thanksgiving. So that's one thing. And then we have a company called VetPay, which is a merchant account company, which also has, you can basically get open credit to take care of your animal when your credit score is below a certain number, like I think it's like 580.
Oh, really?
So that way that people can afford to pay for the pet care through VetPay.
Wow.
And then they give us 25% of the proceeds to the Warrior Companion for everyone that does that.
That's awesome.
So, and then we have
Okay,
Companion
hold
Locator.
on. Before we jump into that, because I can see you got the laundry list getting ready to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the Big B Mortgage Podcast. Today I got my friend back for, what is this, number 3 or 4? This is 4.
This might have to be 4. Yeah.
This is going to be 4. Jack Bodolowski with Warrior Companion.
Yep, Warrior Companion, and now Soldier Home.
Now Soldier Home.
With Remax and Lake Travis.
Which I'm going to want to talk about here momentarily because I know you were messengering me those logos and stuff.
Pretty insane, huh?
But you brought a guest with you.
Yeah, he's my partner and my vice chair at Warrior Companion.
All right.
How's it going? I'm Troy Dunson.
Hey, Troy, what's happening, bro?
Hey, not much. Just keeping busy with this clown.
Dude, every time I see he's like added 3 more things to the foundation, I'm like, good God, child.
Yes.
That is
That's
so
his middle
cool.
name. Let's add it to the freaking list.
Let's just add it to the list. We'll worry
it.
about it all later.
It'll work out.
It'll work out. Ready, fire, aim.
There you go.
Don't even sweat it.
Yep.
Well,
That's awesome.
Got to hit
dude.
the ground running, because if you don't hit the ground running, you're not going anywhere, right?
There you go.
Well, you can hit the ground.
So, all right. So back up. Okay. So originally, this started off, and again, this is if somebody hasn't listened to the other 3 episodes. You started this foundation in order to help provide health insurance to
service animals
for veterans.
Correct.
Right. And since then, this has been going on for how long now?
We started in January of this year.
Nah, you've been doing it more than that, haven't you?
No. We in September, we relaunched the new brand, and then we didn't launch starting to fund animals until January of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about this last year,
That's
prelude
right.
to what we were doing,
Okay.
and then it grew legs and started moving along.
It started moving along, but like super fast. Though you're like a centipede.
It's insane. I mean, it's going to be December here, and I can't believe how far we've gotten.
And that's what I want to allude to, right? Because it was like the first podcast. It was okay. This is what we want to do. This is the premise. We're going to help veterans. We're going to help provide the insurance for the maintenance and upkeep of these service animals. Then you come back, and then it was, oh my God, we did this. Now we're going to be partnered with Chive TV, and
now we have companion TV too.
now you got you got a TV.
Oh, there's so much going on.
I mean, and then the last one, he comes in and he was like, oh yeah, we got wine coming out. Did you tell me you were going to have? You're talking about whiskey too.
We're doing whiskey too.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's doing whiskey too. And then you come in, and today you drop this thing about homes on me. So
yeah, well,
I can't keep up, dude. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Well, I got to keep you on your feet.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're doing life changing stuff too, and I feel like we've disconnected for like forever.
Yeah.
And now we're back together again in your beautiful studio in your home here. It's awesome.
I
got the lava lamp flowing.
Yes, dude. See, I even got the stress relief candle going for you too.
See, I got it.
Because I know how wound up you like to get on these podcasts. How he likes to get it going on. So, all right. So, educate me, brother. What are we doing with the home thing? What is this?
So, Soldier Home.
Soldier Home.
We're part of Remax Realty in Lake Travis.
Okay.
So, what Troy and I have decided to do, since he's a Navy guy and I'm an Army guy, which usually there's always some type of headbanging there anyway, so we might as well outdo each other in home sales.
There you
And
go.
part of our commissions are going to go to Warrior Companion on every home sale. And we're going to give that tax deduction to the person who these are buying or selling that home.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
this all started out with me working with Jack as at the Warrior Companion, and I had just started getting into real estate more as a business development guy, and then just last week, I guess it's been, I got my license. So now I'm hitting it head on, and we're giving back a good portion of our commissions back to the foundation.
Wow.
And then, giving it back to the foundation, but on behalf of our clients, whether you're a buyer or if you list with us, so you get a tax deduction. So that's the key piece.
Wow.
So all of our clients will get, right out of the gate, whether you buy a new home or whether you're selling a home, you'll get a tax break, which is pretty cool. And we get money to the foundation, which is even more awesome. So, helping our brothers and sisters at arms.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
And dogs, dogs are animals.
Bobby, you look shocked.
being awesome.
I mean, you should be used to it sitting across from me every time you come on in this thing now. I'm just like, by the end of the session, I'm just going to be here with my mouth open, kind of drooling. Like, I feel so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we appreciate you because without you, we're not getting the word out. You
No,
know, you're
my
a
pleasure,
big part
bro.
of this. you
Yeah,
know?
and that's
It's great.
our biggest problem right now is that we've got name brand recognition that we're trying to get out there, trying to raise awareness, get more veterans in, get more dogs funded. That's
Right.
our only goal is to get those dogs funded. We need money, we need donations, and then we need veterans. We need veterans with service animals, and they're out there. We just again the name brand recognition and
Just know the
raising
veterans
awareness.
just need to know we're there.
That's right.
So,
Wow.
with every home we sell, or every bottle of wine we sell, or all the other stuff that we have going on that we can get into here in a little bit, is just going to just keep getting the word out. Your
Yeah.
podcast helps out a lot.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and the strategic partners we put together, around the veterinarian, space is awesome. VetPay, as you mentioned, pet pin paws with the companion locator. All these different things that we're getting into is actually helping to bring awareness and also bringing in a few dimes here and there for the foundation, which we desperately need.
and,
Right.
and,
At the end of the day,
and
we need
those and
donations.
everything that we're doing is a give back. So you have to do business anyway, right?
Right.
So if we're giving you tools that save you money every month, and at the same time it's donating to the Warrior Companion for a good cause, it's a win-win.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have anybody out there that needs a merchant account, and we can beat that price on a merchant account, they're very competitive. They save my wife $1,200 a year at the animal hospital in New York,
Oh, wow.
and they're giving us 25% of the cost of doing that business.
Yeah.
Not out of her pocket, out of their pocket.
Yeah, we're not doing anything outside of the normal everyday standard business that they're running already today. We're just asking them to take a look at have a look at what you're doing today.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these programs and things that we've got available to them, and
It's a way to indirectly
Save money.
donate.
and to,
Sure.
absolutely.
For stuff
asking
you're
for
already
money that
for
you're
stuff you're
using.
already doing.
Right.
Yeah, for
Right.
stuff you
We're
need
not asking
anyway.
for anything extra. Just take a look at your books or whatever the different services that we offer. Take a look at it, and
If it makes
maybe
sense.
it makes sense, and pull the trigger, and then it gives back to the foundation, and you don't have to do anything extra,
Right.
anything different.
Wow. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I say that a lot. Damn.
It's cool.
Wow. How many animals have you funded so far?
We have 4. We have a 5th one that just put an application in 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So we're starting to get the word out there. A veteran in Houston just reached out, just sent his paperwork in. It all looks good. So we're going to get him funded here on December 1st.
So you'll have five
Five.
service animals funded
Yes.
in your first year.
Yep.
That's amazing. I know for a lot of people that may not sound like a lot, but when you broke down to me how much it costs,
That's $5,000 a year
yeah,
that we got to keep. We got to keep doing
you
it
got to
every
keep
year.
doing every year.
So when we add another animal, it's $6,000 next year, or $7,000,
Right.
$10,000. So one of the things that we're trying to do is we're trying to raise $10,000 per veteran and animal and put into a money market fund for that veteran and animal, so that way
so that the money can grow on its
it may
own.
grow on its own. At the same time, pay for that pet insurance, and then when they get a new dog, if that dog ever passes away,
Right.
they get a new dog, we're able to fund them with the same money that we started with. So it's kind of like a never-ending.
So is that a new idea also? Is that one that you came up with after we last spoke?
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, I could. Here's again. When you sleep,
there's so much stuff out there that I didn't know.
Yeah.
That was eye-opening, and now that I just by asking the right questions and meeting the right people, the different things that are open to you, and the doors that are open and channeled to you to help you do things better, to make it so that way it could be an everlasting thing. And it's just amazing. And no, I don't sleep. So.
No, not at all. Yeah, I'm getting there. So, amigo, tell me your story.
My story.
What have you? You know, because I know he was like once a seaman, always a seaman. So
Right.
I take it you were in the Navy.
I'm a Navy veteran.
Either that or that's just
Yes.
a really harsh joke.
No, I was actually in the Navy 91 and 95, Gulf War veteran. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Thank
Stationed
you
in
for
Key
your
West.
service.
Yeah, you bet. Then got out and spent 25 years in software sales and business development and marketing, all that good stuff, and just decided last year just to stop and do and give back, and really just wanted to do something bigger than me.
Right.
And Jack and I hooked up, and man, it's way bigger than me. This is huge. I mean, the things we're doing, the people that we come across, the lives we're helping out. It's awe-inspiring. I mean, it really breaks you down. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good about doing something that's just big, you know.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I remember because I found out about you guys through Burnham.
Yeah, John.
John, you know, because I was at that time.
John just wrote us a big check.
I know he did. I
That
saw
was
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome, dude.
It made me tear up a little bit and give me chills. You know, just seeing him do so well and him giving back for every deal that he closes.
Yeah.
He closed a lot of deals this year, and it reflected in that check he wrote.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to do that. That's money he could have had for his family, or paid for pool cleaning or whatever.
No, but I mean, he believes in it.
He's there. He's our president of the Warrior Companion, and he puts his mouth money where his mouth is.
Oh, he's president now.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Now when I see him, I have to refer to him as Mr. President.
That's
Is
right.
he gonna pull that shit?
I doubt it. He's
You
pretty
better
humble.
not.
He's pretty humble.
Dude, if he does, ugh. John, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Wow.
Yeah.
So Gulf War
Gulf War vet. Yeah.
got out, did software sales,
Software sales,
and then
business
decided you
development,
wanted to give
marketing.
back.
You know, just wanted to do something different, get out of the corporate boogie. Got so caught up in that. It was so self-serving and self-centered, and it was a big, you make yourself rise up to the top, and you would, is what have you done for me lately type of attitudes. You know, the corporate
You're only
boogie.
as good as last month.
That's right, exactly. So decided to just start helping out and helping people that need help. You know, I hit the top and I was doing great, and now I've hit the bottom because I've stopped making the big bucks, right?
Right.
But it's much more purposeful now for me, and it feels so amazing to really dig down deep and provide the experience and the knowledge and the enlightenment that I've got, I've been all over the world. I've traveled the globe.
And one of the things that Troy brought up is that even though a lot of veterans didn't serve in combat, they have PTSD.
Right.
Right? So
yeah, I didn't
he
really
gives a
realize
pretty
that.
good example of that, and I'll let him explain it better than I would.
Yeah, it's funny because when I got out, I had what I would classify as PTSD when I got out, because I was when you're in the military, you're set up to be battle ready every day. Every day you miss something, you're not on time, you forget something or whatever, people die. That's what's drilled into your head. And then you get back out to the civilian world, and people are late, people don't care, they're lackadaisical, and I was actually raged. I just recently talking with Jack and talking through with other veterans, I've come to realize that that's what happened to me, because there was a part of me that was like, what happened? That was kind of weird. That was weird times in my life, and now I understand. And so it's not just combat folks.
It's the transition.
That transition, dude, back to Civlant is
So
tough.
going from like extreme structure, extreme,
Right.
accountability,
Yep.
yeah, to
well, it'll happen.
it's okay.
It's okay. It's no big
okay.
deal.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate
Don't
that
worry.
shit.
Be happy. Yeah, right.
I hate that shit.
I do
Dude,
too. It drives me
I told
insane.
my like
Still.
I remember me and my wife. It was like we were going somewhere and we were gonna be late. And I'm like speeding. She was like, "What? I mean, so what if we're a little late?" And I'm like, "Baby, you don't understand. It is rude to be late.
Oh, I can't do it.
I can't and like that's why like coming back here." I swear, dude, I'm lucky.
You were 3 minutes on time.
Barely though. But you had no idea what I had to do to get those 3
What
minutes.
was funny was your wife peeking through the door, saying, wondering, would decide whether to let these two clowns in your house.
Yeah, right. That's
She looked
gotta
at
be
us like,
Who are you here for?
Can I help you? Like, no, thanks. We're not Mormons. It's like, are y'all the new neighbors? No, but yeah,
Right,
dude.
yeah.
I understand
It's
where
tough,
you're coming
man.
from.
well,
on that.
it's
And-
especially more difficult, I think, for folks that have been in the military and
Yeah.
you have the structure and you've been told that, if you're, too early, it's not good. If you're late, it's not good. You got to be on time. You got to be
Sure.
present. And
And time management is
yeah,
huge.
timing and time management and being accountable and not entitled.
Yeah.
Just the sense of entitlement today just
Oh yeah.
spins my head around. I just can't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So anyway, bringing all that type of stuff back to really help folks and bring things together, it's been awesome. It's been awe-inspiring again, and I'm happy to be with Jack. Jack's a very good dude, and we know a lot of people through the both of us, and we've been hitting the streets and
So
networking.
have you been with the foundation since they started?
So I got involved. When was it? February, March,
March somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere around
Maybe
there.
end of March.
I was
Probably just after we had our last podcast. I
Gotcha.
think we had one in February.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
was
we did.
more or less of a board member, hanging out and then learning more. And then I started, I had some personal situations arise and got more involved and had more time. And and
He's been their right hand man ever since he came on
Wow.
board. So
this guy in the calendar
that's
did.
awesome.
I've been beating him up with the calendar. He didn't know what a calendar was until.
I think if you go back and listen to some episodes, he might have cussed you a little bit. I think I remember him making mention about how like, holy cow, like it's everything is schedule.
Yes.
It's like you start off and it's the same like starting a new job or starting anything else. It's like when you first create it, it's like the day is wide open, right? Like you can just sit around and ideate and come up with ideas, but then you start getting things in motion.
Well, now you got stuff in motion, and then something else amazing steps in your path, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
it looks like a cookie. Oh, let me go over here.
So I
Sam.
remember the last time. Well, and I remember the last time he's talking to me about like this wrestling school that you guys.
Oh, that was fun. And
I'll bet it
they're
was.
amazing. We're gonna
And
have. We'll talk
You're gonna
about
do
that.
it? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're gonna
right.
weave those guys in too.
Tell you what. Let's go ahead and just now open it up. Why don't you take me down the road of
You know
where
what's
we need to
amazing
go?
with you is that you remember
Oh,
everything
yeah.
we talked about, and
Yeah.
it's amazing that you filed that in your brain to bring this stuff up again, because a lot of that stuff I don't remember us talking about.
Dude, I think it's just freaking cool, man. I just think it's freaking cool. And also now with the new studio, I have that benefit too. I don't know if you guys partake, but
we didn't partake, but it was a little early just still yet, but we'll get that.
dude, it's 2:00.
It's afternoon, dude. It's time.
Come on. Are you a Scotch or bourbon guy?
Yes,
Either one?
either one.
I got 4 Roses or I got a Macallan.
What I loved was your wife says, "There's drinks there. You can have whatever you want. I don't know what's in
She
the
goes,
bottles."
there's brown stuff and a lighter brown stuff.
There's darker brown stuff and lighter brown stuff. You want something? What do you want?
I'm good right now.
Get a little snort?
If you want to give us some, come on, let's do one.
Oh, pick
All right.
one.
Yeah,
Bourbon
I'm
or
a-
Scotch?
I'm a Scotch.
let's do some
Scotch.
Scotch.
You want Scotch
Yeah.
rocks?
Sure.
Yeah.
Rocks?
Sure.
Rocks?
Yeah, rocks.
Yeah.
All right. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm
All right.
gonna,
Oh, this ought
I'm
to
gonna
be
play
fun.
bartender. Here we go, guys.
All right. Look.
See, now he's got to go get the ice.
Now I gotta go get the
ice, man.
'cause I was ill prepared.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no ice bucket, but next time.
There you go.
Cool.
So it's funny, we don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, well, the food and brew.
We could talk about the food and brew, which is coming up on the 26th of January. Is that right?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
No, the
yeah.
23rd.
No, 26.
26th.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, well, it's not on my calendar yet.
Well, there you go. Well,
So the 26th of January,
Big chili
we're having
cook-off? Brew?
chili cook-off. We're having local brewery shootout to see which one's the best one. Local brewery in Austin.
yeah, we're gonna invite all of the local Central Texas breweries out to come out and enjoy and partake and have the the community vote on who's the best, Central Texas brewery.
And we're
That'd
gonna
be
have
great.
an amateur and pro chili cook-off.
Yeah,
so
so
they're both
pro-am.
gonna. Yep.
Yeah.
So the amateur will we'll find out who the best amateur chili cooker is and the best pro chili cooker is, and they're gonna win a nice little trophy.
Well, I think the best part is the
Look, he's back. We can't
there
talk
we
about
go.
him anymore.
Gosh, be quiet.
Okay, so who's
Well-
bourbon and who's scotch?
Both Scotch.
Scotch.
Both Scotch.
Gosh, is good. So the best Central Texas brewery will that is awarded by the community will then have the honor to sponsor we will sponsor the
The
dog,
veteran
but
and,
the
the,
veteran
and their
and the dog.
service animal.
Yep, and
Instead of giving a big old trophy, it's nice that they're going to be sponsoring that dog for an entire year for
Yep.
the winnings, and then they get to invite it back for our next one to maintain that first place holding.
yep.
So
Oh, so what did
Oh,
I
hey,
miss?
welcome back. Welcome back to,
Right?
to the show.
Okay, you're
Glad
going to
you're here.
repeat everything.
that's all right. We could do that. Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
folks.
All right.
This to episode 4.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Doggo hunt.
Macallan 12, baby.
I like it.
Where's the cigar? No, I'm joking.
Right.
Dude, that's where mama draws a line.
All right. Hey, well, you know,
Mama draws a line.
So we were just talking about the food and brew that's coming up. January.
So I saw an ad for that.
Yeah.
You guys are already promoting it.
We are.
we are. It's
Yeah.
coming up in the end of January.
So I think I heard chili cook-off or something like that. Or?
Chili cook-off, brewery shootout, where we're
Right.
gonna have a bunch of local breweries shooting to be the best brewery in Austin.
Yeah.
Central Texas.
Central Texas.
Wow.
So
And then they're going to be the award, whoever the community chooses as the best brewery in Central Texas. They will then be.
they will sponsor the dog and the veteran with their winnings.
Yep. So they'll be able to go out and
For
promote.
real.
So they'll
promote
have
themselves.
that. They'll be able to put that photo up in their establishment saying, "We won and we're."
And we
we're-
sponsored this dog and this veteran.
So instead of giving away
You
cash,
guys are like the Pinterest of freaking foundations, dude. It's like if I want to just come up with some good ideas for networking or marketing, it's like I just go to you.
it's basically what it's like running a campaign. You got to get out there and you have to, and it's about giving back. That's the biggest.
Well,
thing.
and creativity,
You know,
being creative in your giving. I mean, it's one thing to go out and ask people for money. Give me your money. Give me your
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Everybody does that.
Here's a link.
Let's help
Yeah.
people. Let's help other people
Here's-
outside of veterans.
Here's this
People-
starving dog in a cage that send money,
Yeah, you
$19 a
send
month
money.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. Send your milk. Don't buy your kids milk anymore. Send that 25 cents you send for your kids to milk money at school. Send it to this poor foundation. Whatever.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that. We're not doing that.
Right.
We're trying to.
We do take donations. So please donate. WarriorCompanion.com. Please
For
come
sure.
and donate.
Yeah,
There you go.
Don't
Yeah, we're not
take
saying
us wrong.
we're not saying we don't like money.
If you want to give all you can.
Please do.
Yeah. However,
Right.
we are using creative methods to raise money through helping other folks.
Mainly, I wanted this to be a partnership with the people that give, and give them the ability to be part of it, not just giving money to it. I want them to be part of it. I want them to say, Bobby's got his name in lights because he helped us sell a bunch of tickets, or
Right.
he introduced us to whoever that will need a merch account, and it's great. I mean, it's just a way that we're able to talk about this.
Yeah.
And you're part of it. You don't think that you give a lot, but it's a lot to be in here, and you're recording this. This equipment costs you money. Your time is very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is all the things that we appreciate that you do to help us help others. So it doesn't have to be a monetary
Sure.
gift. It could be just helping.
Right.
And
Just
so,
time.
and time, yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing that people don't have today. Until I started doing a calendar with this guy, I really realized how much time I didn't have.
Yeah.
That's why I hate using a calendar, because I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to fit 8 things in today? But we
it
do
is-
it. But we
Keeps
do
them
it.
accountable, though. It's good.
That's it.
Keeps them on
You
task,
know,
on point.
And
Right.
then, and then when you look back, you go, wow, I can't believe we squeezed 8 things in. We've been to
Right.
Houston and San Antonio in one day.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we were able to do that. And having those people reaching out to us and inviting us because they believe in the cause. Without that, we have nothing.
Right.
So
It's truly checking your
It's a-
ego at the door and just
It's grassroots.
grinding, grassroots.
Like we went to go Steve Kingfish. Did you hear Kingfish before?
Yeah.
He's like a music prodigy. This kid. He's 20 years old and he shreds the guitar like.
This kid channels
like nobody's business.
It's insane.
The guitar gods.
We
like
were
no one else.
invited to come and listen to him play because we're going to have a record label. We're going to have our own PTSD. we're going to have our own PTSD awareness record label.
Guys, you are not being pranked. They're actually dead ass serious.
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
Wow. And the reason I say it that way is because you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding.
Well, you know,
that's awesome.
So
you're gonna have a record
the way this
label.
benefit, the way this benefit us is that we're benefiting the artist by being able to have free downloads and get them more placement on the the top 20
Charts
list or
and
charts,
such,
whatever. And in return, the record company, when they go up the charts and they sell more records, they're giving us a part of those proceeds to the foundation.
See, it's a win-win. We don't do anything unless it's a win-win.
Of course not. Yeah.
We have to give back to those that
For
are
sure.
supporting us.
Yeah, and have fun doing it.
Yeah. There
So
you go.
we're going to be able to have these artists like at our next year's Food and Brew.
Right.
So we'll be
we'll be
So
able
when's
to
the
maybe,
Food and Brew?
It's on the 26th of January.
Oh, okay. So it's like right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And veterans that get to come for free.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Oh,
free
that's
admission.
awesome.
So they could come eat chili and drink beer for free.
Ooh.
So if you have family, you just pay for your family and you come in for free.
And there'll be a petting zoo, bouncy houses.
We're gonna have this.
so
We're gonna have the APPW there, the wrestling match.
Are you really?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
They're
So we're
gonna be
gonna tie
doing
those
some
guys
stuff?
in too.
We're gonna have all women's match
Really?
at lunchtime.
Right in front of the
So
church.
you're setting up a ring in the whole night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
For real.
Dude.
These guys
Nice.
gave back to us. They gave us they donated
They donated $600 to the
$700.
foundation.
Anyway.
Well, whatever it was.
A lot of money, for an evening.
them,
Right.
because they're a school, they're a nonprofit as well.
Yeah.
They gave up their sales to go to the foundation instead of them all
Yep.
taking home $75-$80 a person.
Wow.
So we want to help get them out there and let them know that they're there and promote them. So this is going to be another way to promote them and see what they're doing because there's a lot of veterans that wrestle
Yeah.
because of PTSD.
Right.
So I'm not.
And it's fun. It's fun to watch.
It's a blast.
It's
Oh,
silly.
yeah, dude. Wrestling
I mean,
is awesome.
I mean, back in the day when I was a kid, I watched that stuff and
It's
I
old
loved the
school.
Von Erichs and all that stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and,
NWA, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
Yes.
crazy. And,
Dusty Rhodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And these
Dusty
guys are
Rhodes.
doing it for real.
Roddy
and actually,
Piper.
Yes.
what's cool about this organization, Ray Campos, who's our friend, he actually takes kids off the street that are destitute or hurting or whatever, and turns them into strong leaders
Champions.
and men champions. That's his whole motto.
Yeah.
God, what an amazing concept and organization.
Yeah.
So again, something awesome that's selfless. We want that. We want to be a part of that.
And it doesn't have to be about us all the
No,
time either, which
it's
is
not.
beautiful. Because if you're helping each other like we all should, why not?
Exactly.
It's sometimes not about the money. Sometimes it's about just being there and showing
The
up.
humanity.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so you got the food thing coming up.
Yep.
What else?
And that's at Star Hill Ranch. Have you been on to Star Hill
I've
Ranch?
never been to Star Hill
Oh
Ranch.
my
Man.
lord,
Is it nice?
it's beautiful.
So what are you calling it again? Food what?
Food and brew.
Well, it's a Lone
Food and
Star
Brew.
Lone Star Food and Brew.
Lone Star Food and Brew
And
at
we're-
Star Hill Ranch.
There you
Star
go.
Hill Ranch.
How much are tickets?
They're $25 for general admission and
Okay.
$75 for VIP. VIP will get you in early. You get a T-shirt and you'll get a mug
And extra voting.
Nice.
and extra voting.
And extra voting.
So you'll get extra
Nice.
poker chips to go vote for your best brewer that
But
you want.
if you're a veteran, it's
free.
completely free.
Yep.
Completely
That's
free.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So tell me about Star Hill Ranch. What is it?
So it's
Is
a
that
movie
out by
set.
the lake? It's a movie set.
Yep,
Yeah.
right here in Central Texas in Bee Cave on Hamilton Pool Road.
Okay.
They filmed Pierce Brosnan filmed The Sun there.
I freaking love that show. I
That
think
was
it's
filmed
so
at Star Hill
stupid
Ranch.
that it's not coming back.
Yeah.
And Bobby Flay just did a barbecue cook-off
Yep.
there
Yeah. It
for
was
the
on
Food Network.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
was up there. Yeah. It's basically an old West town. The guys have what they do is like Rainy Street, some of the old homes down there.
Yeah.
They've actually picked them up off their pier and beams and moved them to Bee Cave.
And arranged them.
And arranged them.
Arranged
There's an old church. There's an old
Schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse. There's a few of those Sears catalog
Homes.
homes that back in the
Really?
50s, 60s, you could buy out of a catalog and they would deliver everything and you'd build your own home. They have a few of those there. It's mainly
a wedding venue.
Yeah, it's mainly a wedding venue or a food venue. They'll put these in the middle of Main Street. It's kind of like a granite. They got crushed granite down the middle. It looks like an old West town. And then drugstore, saloon. Only thing they're missing is like a sheriff's
jail.
Jail. Yeah. But
you said they filmed in the sun there, so yeah. I think if they use that backdrop, I can picture it.
Yellow Rose Saloon.
Not to be confused with the Yellow Rose in town.
Yeah, I know nothing of such things, sir.
I've heard about that.
I've heard about it. I've heard it's not a good place. It's a place I would not go ever, sweetheart. As you stand outside the door listening.
Story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, it is. It's an old West theme type town. They've got drugstore and an old church with an. Actually, the church is one of these old timey churches where they have you could put a big piece of wood in the front door. That and the story goes that when the Indians or the Native Americans attacked or whatever, they would lock themselves in this little proof safety room and protect themselves from the attacks that these guys.
Really?
Yeah.
They got a big bell in it. They ring a big bell. It is cool. So cool.
If nothing else, it's worth paying the mission type
to walk around.
Just to go check it out.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, it's neat. It's a very neat venue.
And that's going to be on the 23rd.
Yep. 26th.
26th,
yeah. And
I don't remember everything, Jack.
With the Lone Star Food and Brew is that this year is chili. Next year it might be a different day because if we're going to do
seasons.
crawfish. But we're thinking about doing a crawfish boil, maybe some gumbo. I mean, we're calling it the food and brew. We're not going to necessarily lock it into chili only.
Right. We may do barbecue one year, so this is going to be a yearly
annual event.
So that way people know that they're going to come out and they're going to come sponsor and have a good time.
That's awesome.
And we're gonna have Carl Hutchins sing.
Yeah. Okay.
He's kind of like Johnny Cash. Type sound.
Wow.
So.
And then you got the wrestlers and.
We have the wrestlers and.
It's just gonna. I mean, is this gonna be like a day-long event?
It's
gonna have to be.
It's like 7 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so for the chili cookers, it's they can come out early at 6 in the morning. It's actually on premise cook, so you get out there at 5, 6 in the morning, and then the doors open at noon. And then it goes
the
to
VIP
6.
gets to come at 11, so they can kind of get ahead of everybody.
And then, of course, we're also looking for sponsors to come out there and buy a table to
advertise
and show off their wares or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're supporting the foundation.
Sure, dude, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got going on? I mean, I feel like that's a loaded question. I feel like you got like a pocket full of stuff that you're ready to.
Actually,
Let me see.
we do.
Okay, I've heard record label.
Yeah.
And,
we have the wine.
But is that out yet?
That'll be out on Thanksgiving.
They're printing labels
out on
now.
Thanksgiving.
We finally got through all the government regulations and the hoops.
9 months of hell.
Jack finally chose a label, is what you mean to say.
Right.
Like
no,
he shot me something like, and I know he sent it to a lot of people, but I remember him sending me like multiple labels. Like, which one you like? Like, 2?
Well, believe it or not, a lot of people liked the label that was picked, and you were one of them that liked that label that was picked. So, like 85% of the people, my friends that I consider friends, picked that label. So that's why
people, I am an influencer.
See, you are. That's what I'm saying, and then that's why I did that, because I didn't want it just to be about me. I want other people's input. It's very important to have people that you love and care for, and friends that are surrounded that support you. Be part of this.
Right.
And it's like that when we partner with people. They're going to be the first to know what we're doing. They're going to be the first to know whether they want to be part of that, or if they just want to just support us doing that, or if they just want to get the word out from doing that. So it's starting to ramp up. Like, that's how I got the record label. That's how we got the whiskey starting.
Yeah, I want to talk about that whiskey.
So the whiskey's going to probably take another year because it just takes forever.
Right.
So
a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah, a lot of hoops. Where we're going to get the juice from, the whiskey from, is another issue, because if the branding with the wine goes off the shelf, the branding with Warrior whiskey will go off the shelf. So we're going to be able to keep that constant, kind of like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. When you order that, you're going to get a good taste in whiskey, right?
Right.
So we want to make sure that we have something that's going to be
consistent,
long-term, consistent. Plus, I want it to be done here in Texas. I really want a Texas whiskey.
Yeah.
And there's other things that we're going to do with it, which we'll talk about at a later date. But
okay.
It's pretty over the top as well. So we're working with a local distillery. I'm not going to name their name just yet.
Okay.
Until we get further down the road, but that is in motion, and we're on the
You're on the path.
We're on the path.
All right. Well, then we'll shelve the whiskey for episode 5.
Exactly. Well, hopefully episode 6 or
and
7.
hopefully
maybe.
by then I will.
Hopefully it won't be 4, 5, 6 months between shows.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to pick a bottle of something up here soon to sample.
There you go.
I'll refer to the wine.
I will bring you a white and a red.
A white and a red
for you and your wife to try.
Come on now.
And then that way you guys can say how good it was.
There it was.
So.
Right.
It's got a medallion.
I am not a paid actor.
Exactly.
Right. This is not an advertisement. That's awesome.
Yeah, it has an award. This wine. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's
all right. So wine, whiskey, which is gonna take a little bit longer. Food and brew. Keep it going. Record label. You got the real estate thing.
We have the Soldier Home, which
is
Soldier
Soldier,
SOLDIER, not sold your home.
Soldier, like
it's
soldier.
a play on words.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So,
so refresh me on that because we started off with that and we've talked about so much.
So we partnered with Keith Falcone.
Okay.
Over at Lake Travis Remax.
Yeah.
He has acquired the franchise.
Okay.
So we decided to go with him. So we'd be a local real estate office in Austin.
Okay.
So right now it's just Troy right now until I can get some things in motion and get more water companion stuff.
Yeah, because
done.
I remember you and I talked about it. You weren't selling. You're not really doing real estate
there
because
was
you
no
don't have
time. I just didn't feel it would be beneficial for my clients knowing that I'm doing this other stuff and not there for them 100%.
Yeah.
Now that this stuff is starting to come to a close, it's only going to take a couple times a year of my time because it's set up to be an everlasting.
The board is in place.
Yep,
everybody's humming along.
Everybody's on board. Everybody's
John Burnham is president.
There you go.
Can you believe it?
Dude.
And we're gonna get a spice named after him too at some point. It's called the Man Rub.
Man Rub.
The Man Rub.
John Burnham spelled backwards. Man Rub.
Man, dude, that one's gonna carry. I can tell you that one's.
It's gonna fly off the shelves. Let me tell you.
For a certain.
Honey, I brought you some spice. Man Rub.
Yeah. Hey, baby, go get me some Man Rub. That's gonna go over well.
It's going to be the headliner at the Food and Brew one of these years.
Yeah, for sure.
This year we're sponsored by Man Rub. But you got to make sure you say it right. You can't just say Man Rub.
Right,
That's just boring.
Right.
You got to give it that emphasis. Yeah, you got to give it that.
You got to give it the Barry White.
The Barry White. Hey, baby. Come on down and get some Man Rub. That's awesome.
Bobby's got a job. He's going to be the announcer.
I'll be emceeing this whole thing. Like, there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Rub your meat.
Man Rub.
Some Man Rub.
Dude,
that's terrible.
One of the so I'm at this training seminar, right, for the new company and everything, and we're going through our marketing portal and whatever, and we're looking at like some of the stuff that they offer, and I'm sitting next to this dude from New Jersey who is hilarious, dude. Like he and I.
What exit?
Huh?
What exit from?
Exit 3.
He's South Jersey boy.
Yeah. I think he is. No, I think he's Northern Jersey.
Oh, well, what I explained to you.
Exit 6. So.
Well, yeah, the state's only 120 miles long, so.
Yeah, so.
From 1 to 120, you're good.
So anyway, he and I are just cracking up like through like the whole 3-day deal, right? So anyway, we're doing the marketing thing, and they have company branded lollipops, dude. Right? Like,
I can only imagine where that conversation went.
Dude, it was so funny. Because, like, I didn't even think of it. I'm just, hey, dude, check it out. Company branded lollipops. He was like, yeah, dude. Give them out at trade shows and be like, hey, suck on this. I'm just like, damn.
Dude.
I think I'm going to have to try
We need lollipops.
Right? Suck on this. But anyway, yeah, dude.
Funny.
Sorry, I just totally derailed the conversation.
No, you didn't. Now I'm thinking about lollipops. Now when I talk about next time we'll have our own lollipop come out, you're going to know why.
Yeah, but we got to do, lollipops and Man Rub.
That's right.
Congratulations, John.
You've been rubbed.
You've been rubbed. Oh, my God. Dude, the hits keep coming.
Right?
And he's not even here to defend himself.
Soldier
Sorry,
Home
John.
Realty Group. Here we go.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There we go.
But I'm sure
on
he's
track.
doing an amazing job as president.
He is.
So
He's-
I mean,
he's-
because
Super dude.
yeah, he was extremely passionate about it when he first introduced me to it. So, all right, what else is going on?
companion TV.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. That's
so
right.
That's a cool story, man. Getting out there with Chive and Jack had been there a million times. I went there a million
65.
as well.
But who's counting?
Yeah, right. We finally got a hold of the CEO over there at Chive, and we told him about what we're doing. Told him about what we're doing and how we're getting there and all this good stuff. And then he's like, "Man, we could totally support a channel." And then Jack goes, how about companion TV? Boom! The guys like the lights went off. It was amazing. So if you go to Atmosphere now, so Chive's rebranded their name. They're called Atmosphere. Chive is now a channel, but there's also a new channel called Companion TV, and it's due to some of the efforts that we've put forth with these guys.
So what are you showing on Chive or on Companion TV?
It's all puppies and kittens and dogs and
Just
cute
animals
little,
doing
just complete
fun stuff.
cuteness, like riding skateboards and surfboards
Gotcha.
and
Yeah. Just
jumping
doing
out of
awesome things.
airplanes and just these amazing
Just anything to do with animals.
anything to do with a companion animal.
That's awesome.
Hot
Because I
rod
remember
rigs.
when you told me about it, you were like, yeah, we're going to target veterinarian offices, animal
And
hospitals.
we're still going to do that. That's why we have the vet pay in place. That's why we just
That's right. You got the
Companion-
vet pay now. You
companion
said something about
locator.
you can buy something to save money on. What was it again?
Well,
On the
well, your
veterinarian.
if you're a veterinarian on your merchant account, they can save money
That's right.
through the merchant account services. But there's also a secondary one for the consumer that if their credit score is not that great,
Bingo.
they can get an open line of credit
To finance.
through VetPay to finance to take care of their pet.
Gotcha.
And that way they can go on a monthly payment program with VetPay.
Then we partnered with Pen Paws, which is a companion locator, we call it companion locator powered by Pen Paws. And what that is if your dog gets lost and you have this tag on their collar, someone can either type or go to the website, put in the number, or they can actually take their phone and scan the QR code, which is on the tag. And once they do that, it immediately sends a text or an email and gives the geolocation of that person that scanned that phone from their phone, that location where that dog is, and then they can find their animal. So
That's awesome.
out in Lakeway, out in Lake Travis area, I see it all the time.
Every week.
Every-
Three
oh my
three
gosh.
animals, cats, dogs.
Yeah.
Mr. Mittens, Mr. Pop, whatever this dog's names are.
And the beauty of it is
they're lost and they can't find them.
The
Yeah.
beauty of it is it's $25 a month, and you don't just get the locator. You get a doctor on call, a veterinarian on call that you can call if you have a problem with your pet at
telemedicine.
3 o'clock in the morning that you're not sure you should go to an emergency with. You have a discount RX program where you get your discounted meds, your pet meds for discounted price.
Yeah.
And it's $25, $24.95 for the whole house. So if you have 5 dogs, they're all included in that one payment. So it's a multiple animal.
And it's also a cloud-based system too. So in other words, you keep all of your animals' records in the cloud so that you can access them. And if you move across town and you want you have a new veterinarian, you can say, oh, here's Mr. Button's
Medical records.
medical records. Boom, bam,
Wow.
access done.
Or if the dog catcher catches that animal, they'll be able to get the rabies information and make sure that dog's up to date on their vaccines. So that way it'll hopefully save the client money when they go pick up their dog from the pound.
And
Wow.
again, a portion of the proceeds from that service goes back to Warrior Companion.
And that's 25%.
Yep, there you go.
Damn.
So
Dude, you guys, I swear, one day you guys are going to come in and be like, yeah, we're funding 10 dogs this month.
yeah, no, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
You know,
I can't.
that's when
That's-
it's.
I
That's
can't
happening.
wait to say that we have $100 million and we're all funding the animals with those $100 million that are in the account. I mean,
Right.
it's realistic.
I don't know if you've talked about this before, Ben, but a lot of times these guys have these animals, these service animals, right? And they need to be fit for duty. Let's just be straight up and honest. And in order to be fit for duty, they have to go to their, to their scheduled yearly exams, routine exams. And what if something happens? Like we had a guy that and one of his army buddies ran over his dog and messed his knee up or whatever. We were able to save that animal and provide the health care for it. And they got no out of pocket for this guy, right? So it's things like that. I mean, and these guys depend so heavily on these animals to stay alive. I mean, 22 veterans a day are killing themselves.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to get rid of that. We've got to help thwart that.
And I'm telling that number is much higher because
Yep.
Texas and Florida do not report suicide. So I think that 22 number is low.
And
Really?
this is just one more way to take something else off their brain, so that they know that animal is going to be there. It's going to be fit for duty, and if something does happen, God forbid, something happens to it, it's covered, and they don't have to worry about it. One less thing for them to stress about.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's what we want to do. We want to ease that stress, dude. These are veterans, man, that went out there and fought for our country and you know, and for your freedoms, you know, and this is the least we can do.
Yeah.
Is give back to them.
And that's coming from a couple of veterans because, you know, like I've said this before, I have PTSD, and by me having Warrior Companion help my brothers and sisters gives me purpose. So that animal gives them purpose every day because they know that dog can't feed itself. They know that dog can't take care of itself.
Right.
In reality, the dog is actually helping them with their day-to-day chores that they have difficulties with because they live with PTSD.
Yeah.
It feeds itself. It goes back and forth. So the
No, I mean,
veteran needs that
it's-
animal. The animal needs the veteran. It's a never-ending cycle.
Yes, I agree. And I see, and I know we've talked about this a lot before, and that's what really just jazzes me up about what you guys are doing. Because, like, when I remember when Man Rub first brought the concept to me, you know, and he was like, because I was telling, you know, I was like, hey man, come on the podcast. He was like, yeah, I'll do one, but I really want to talk about, you know, this thing that I'm doing that I'm passionate about. And then he starts explaining it to me, and I'm like, holy shit, that's genius.
Nobody else is doing this.
No
No one.
Thought of it.
no one thought of it.
Jack
And-
Bodo thought about it.
I've been in
That's
the
right.
veterinarian industry 30 years, and I didn't think about it until one day I was in a situation where I watched a dog doing its job with a family and a veteran, that the light came on and going, how stupid am I? I mean, I couldn't believe it was so right there.
that lightning bolt hit.
It just came, the aha moment just was huge.
Think about it when these animals are on duty.
Yeah.
They're on duty.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
think about it.
I've been to various events where the veterans will have their service animals, and it's you know, the sign "Do not pet."
Right.
Dog
'Cause
is
they're
working.
working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's working.
Yeah, that's right.
And then after the event, you know, when a lot of the people have left, it seemed like it was like whenever it was just a high concentration of individuals. Because I know, like, later on, this was at that couple that I told you about down in Corpus who does the retreats. So we're hanging out after the fundraiser, and the guy took the little badge off, or not the badge, but the vest off
Yep.
of his animal, and
it was
a completely different
Oh,
animal.
yeah.
That animal just like
was
once
on-
that vest came off, it like knew, and it was like it would be social.
It was on Liberty.
Yeah, it was on leave.
Right?
What is that? Yeah.
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 So I just like, wow. And that's why it's always impressed me too. Oh, that's another thing you mentioned about trying to get going was helping with training of these animals, right?
And we're working
So-
on that too.
See?
So we got
Yeah,
another
so we-
partnership here. That's a nice segue. Dog Alliance out in Cedar Park. They've got some animals that we're going to.
We're going to actually take animals out of shelters, pay the fee to get them out of the shelter. They're going to get a veteran and partner that animal from the shelter with a veteran, and they're going to train the veteran and the animal together
That's right.
on how that animal is going to be a service animal. So that way,
And then we're going to provide the insurance on top of that.
What?
Yeah.
See, I told you before the end of the damn podcast you were going to hit me with some shit that was going to throw me off. All right, hold on. So
Forgot about
you're
that
going to
one.
go. So wait a minute. But aren't there certain dogs that aren't really service animal?
well, they're going to weed them out.
Capable?
They will go pick the animals that they believe that are.
Oh, so it's not just going to be a free for all.
No.
You're not
So-
liberating the
so
pound.
we may go like to
Okay.
20, 30,
Unfortunately.
30 shelters, and it may only come home with 5 dogs. But
That's still
if they
5
find,
dogs.
but if they find 5 dogs or 10 dogs that are worth putting through the program and
Right.
training and give them to a veteran, and it gives the veteran something to do and not be idle. So they're going to have to do something all week long with that dog to train that dog.
Right.
And it's just another way to build this confidence between the animal and the veteran.
And now you're talking
That's
about
awesome.
a double play save, right? You're saving an animal and you're saving
Yeah.
a dog. You're
Well,
saving
you're
an
saving
animal
a
and you're
triple
saving
play.
the.
It's a
and the
veteran you're saving, an animal you're saving from a shelter, and now giving an animal purpose.
But isn't and I'm not like trying to discount it, but isn't Austin a no-kill area for the shelters?
It
or-
is, and those, that's a what is it? Austin Pets Alive. Some of those poor animals are just like on death's door. They wouldn't be obviously.
Our cat is from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's some that are tough.
Yeah.
But and it's sad. But no, we're talking about fit for duty animals that are in shelters. They shouldn't be in
Or
shelters.
that came from puppy mills.
Actually, none of them belong in
Puppy
shelters,
mills.
but
That's another
So these
one.
dogs come in from puppy mills that are a good breed, like an Australian shepherd or
underutilized and just
a Labrador mix or a golden.
they've got a lot of energy, and they some people just don't know how to handle those type of animals, right? I mean,
Right.
some of them are full of energy and they have purpose. They all have purpose. They all have purpose, but some of these guys are a little more wound up than others. And when you get them trained, they're freaking amazing animals, and they're great for service dogs.
Dude,
Service animals.
that is so awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Damn, so you're going to rescue a dog,
Yep.
help a veteran, train the dog, and then insure it.
There you go.
Bingo.
You're like a one-stop shop
Exactly.
with a record label and whiskey and wine and
Real estate.
Real
companion
estate.
locator, vet pay.
Locator. Yeah. Vet pay.
And we're going to be partnering with a software company for veterinarians here shortly as well.
Working on that. Yeah.
So that's it just
Okay. All right. Take me down the rabbit hole.
companion TV. For every channel. somebody
Software
buys.
company? Hold on. You can't sue me with that.
So,
like, what is this going to be?
So this is a veterinary management program.
Is this the one? This is different than
This is
the
different than
records.
vet pay, and then this is different from. It's a
whole other animal.
It's a whole other animal.
Literally.
It's a new spice in the man rub.
Oh, there you
selection.
go. It's in the man rub stable. Oh, dude.
So there's a software company. Everybody has a CRM that works. Has a
Or
reminder
business management.
program, management software, manages your inventory. Well, this company does all that and manages the medical records all digitally on the cloud. So we're in talks with them now of them partnering with us and giving to the foundation for every one of those we put into a vet clinic.
So it's
Really?
yet another pack, something else that we can put in our, in our quiver that, we can talk to veterinarian organizations, clinics, hospitals, and say, look, we can save you money. We can do this. We can do that for you. We can give you this to offer to your clients. And oh, by the way, it costs you nothing. You're just upgrading, and you're also giving back to the foundation. I mean, it's a win-win.
Jesus, dude. You guys, I swear. If you ever did go for profit, you guys are, wow. But the fact that you're doing it for what you're doing it for, I just think is even better.
I mean,
That's
you
awesome.
you can't
You're
put
like
a
an
price on-
entrepreneur, though. I mean, like,
I've been
you're
that
the
way- I've been that-
Pinterest.
I've been that way my whole life. I mean, I've had many businesses over the years, but
Yeah.
nothing's ever given me the satisfaction and the happiness this does.
That's awesome.
Like I said, sometimes it's just not about the money. It's about making a difference. Having a veteran come home and seeing their little girl or little boy,
Yeah.
whether they're a male or a female veteran, it's just knowing that they have that support out there and knowing that we have their six, we have their back,
Right.
no matter what. And it's not going to take anything away from their family by having the service animal that they can't really afford in the first place. And that's where it really comes. That's where the real,
Rubs.
real things that are sad that they want to do the right thing, but they can't afford to do the right thing.
Gotcha.
And we're going to eliminate that issue of it. And at some point when we get really abundance, we'll be able to just start writing checks for dogs that don't have insurance.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals as well, is to have an overflow of funds that we can say, okay, don't worry, Sergeant Bill, just submit your paperwork and we'll
get you taken care of.
We'll negotiate with the veterinarian and get your bill paid. So that's just one more thing that we want to just keep striving to be better and better and do the right thing and changing people's lives and saving their lives.
To dovetail on that too, we're talking about, and once we do get into abundance, we do start helping on a regular basis. The veterans, we're going to start doing first responders and
Law
firefighters,
enforcement.
law enforcement. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
these guys are typically are veterans anyway, but
Sure.
the ones that aren't, it doesn't matter. These guys see some stuff that humans shouldn't see,
And they're heroes.
and they're absolutely heroes.
Absolutely.
And they go through things, they see things that are just disturbing, and you can't shake it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I think we lost 2 firefighters last month to suicide.
So we're thinking outside the box here. We're big
Wow.
thinkers, big entrepreneurial spirits and attitudes, and just a different mindset, man. Just coming from contribution is
It's amazing.
It feels so good, and it's great to impact other people's lives. When you start
Well-
doing that, people, man, change your life.
Absolutely. And I mean, dude, the passion just beams through the microphone. So
Yeah.
you guys, I just think it's great what you're doing, man.
And just by leading through contribution has opened all these doors that give us the ability to provide all these things that we're providing now because of what we've done in the beginning, just by servicing one dog and getting the word out with like your podcast and getting the word out to different companies. And it was funny how they just reach out and say, "Hey, I got this idea. What do you think?" Well, let's take a look at it. And next thing you know, you're putting things together and making it happen.
Absolutely. So remind everybody where they can reach out to you at.
WarriorCompanion.com.
There it is.
There you go.
All right. Anything else? Anything else? Any
That's
other,
it. I appreciate
any
you,
other
Bobby.
sexy updates?
Yeah. No.
No, we appreciate you.
Oh man, dude, I appreciate you having you guys on, man. It's been awesome meeting you too.
Hey, yeah. Thanks for having me.
And if you ever do go video, I'm gonna have a stunt double because I don't want to show my beauty to everybody.
Shit, dude, I got a face for radio, cousin. I got,
That's why I say I look better every time I come on.
yeah, right, dude. I keep getting, oh, you got a video, it, and I'm like, well, first I got to get back to where I'm doing it on a regular schedule, which is also kind of like with the change and the, the new opportunity and stuff like that. Like I've definitely been able to level down a little bit,
Which is good because you need to ground yourself once in a while.
Oh my God, bro. Dude, because I took about 3 weeks off before I went ahead and accepted something new, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first week the first week was just itchy. Like I'm over here fixing stuff around the house. Like I'm like,
Oh, the honey-do list was getting done?
dude, the honey-do list was getting done.
Oh,
right?
man.
Wow.
And I'm like just tweaking, I'm like, it's like I was doing withdrawals, like I'm scratching and stuff. Like I don't know. But then like right around the middle of week 2, I don't know, like I kind of just,
Decompressed.
oh, dude, and it was just like, hey, let's go have some Bloody Marys.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
Priorities.
yeah, exactly. Now it's like, yeah, sure. Hey, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's perfect time for scotch. Come on, man. Don't
Why
worry
not?
about it. Hey,
It's all good.
So,
If you ain't living life, life's living you.
That's right.
oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard it.
Philosophical right there, baby.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it must have been the Macallan. That's
Must
what
have
it
been.
was.
It's got,
That's
for
right.
sure. It must have been to, how old was it?
12.
Oh, 12.
That's only a 12.
That's kind of young.
Yeah. Well, that's why you can tell it's a lot more pronounced, I think. But damn, guys. Anyway, back at it.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations on all the success, man.
Thanks.
4 dogs, you said again?
4.
Today.
Gonna go on
4.
5 here shortly.
Going on 5 here
We
shortly.
just got another application that looks pretty good that we're gonna go ahead and fund.
Dude, and then
Yep.
you got the Food and Brew coming up in January on the 26th.
Yep.
At, what was it called again?
Star Hill Ranch.
Star Hill Ranch, that's right. All right,
And then-
$25 regular admission and $75 VIP?
Yep.
Sweet. And free if you're a veteran.
Free
And
if
all
you're
that
a
can be
veteran.
found on warriorcompanion.com.
And don't
And,
forget to go to warriorcompanion.com.
And see us on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page. We've got a Warrior Companion Facebook page. We've got a Soldier
Instagram.
Home Realty Group Facebook page, LinkedIn. We're all there. Follow us, like us. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to. We're really, the name brand recognition is huge. We need to get the name and what we're doing out there to folks, and would like other people to be a part of it.
There you go.
For sure.
All right. Well, check them out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Big B Mortgage Podcast. If you did, give us a like, give us a share. Whatever you do, please stay social, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.